And I'll take a piece from each one of those guys and put that into my film. And that's what I've been doing. I go to college games to scout, but I also watch the coaches. That's something that I did because I felt one day that I would be coaching. And I watch these guys and how they interact with their players and what they do in timeouts and what plays they call. So yeah, I've put all that up here in my memory bank, and I've written a lot of that down.
Hey Fred.
Hey, Rick.
Can you share a little bit of your conversations with Tim, Floyd, and was it more of a exploratory, should I take this, or was it more, what do I need to do to be successful, or you go there?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with should I take this. If I was going to get the opportunity to come here, if I got offered the job, I was taking it. Hands down, no questions asked. I was going to come here. What I talked to Tim about was hiring a staff, how important that would be, and I know that's going to be my biggest obstacle this first year, is getting a staff in place that has the resume, that has the experience to help me out. I'm going to be learning a lot this year, so I'm going to really have to lean on these guys. And that's what I talked to him about first. Tim is also going to help put together a list of guys that I need to call about coming in and helping me with this job. So yeah, I talk to Tim a lot. I talk to Tim, once every couple of weeks, once every 3 weeks, and I love the fact that he's back in it now, back at UTEP, and I'm going to lean on him a lot.
John, Fred, welcome back.
Thanks, John.
How's your health, and are there any concerns there?
Well, thanks for the question, John. I'm doing well. I just had a checkup a couple months ago. I will have to have another heart surgery at some time. As far as heart surgeries go, it should be a pretty routine surgery. I'll have to go in, which, when the doctor told me that, I said, you never had the chest cracked open. Same routine, and that is not the same as having a routine, hangnail wound. So at some point I will. I hope it's years away. And, my aortic valve is now starting to deteriorate a little bit. This job will have no impact on that. The stress will not affect that. It's just something over time that will go away. If I had any concerns about my health, I would have taken this job. I almost played. After I had my heart surgery, I made a couple visits. I visited the Detroit Pistons, where Flip Saunders was coaching, and the Phoenix Suns. Mike D'Antoni told me if I could run three-point line to three-point line, I could play for him. I could do that. Okay? And he said to me, let's get this done. Let's sign it. Their team doctor stepped in at the last minute. He said, you know what? There's not much risk, but I think there is some. I have a pacemaker. A pacemaker makes my heart go. Nobody had ever played with a pacemaker before. I said, Doc, if it's a 1% risk, that's too much risk. I've got a young family. I just can't take that risk. So I decided to move on. Glenn Taylor offered me a position along with Kevin McHale in the front office. And I was very thankful for that, and here I am. But if I had concern of that, John, I absolutely would not do this.
Fred, how important is recruiting the state of Iowa to be successful?
I think it's very important. I think you need to get players in here that our fans can relate to. And when I was playing here, the fact we had Earl Beecham and Lauren Meyer, we had players in the state that played a major role in our team. I think that, and they got to be able to play. I'm not just going to go out and get an Iowa kid because he's from Iowa. He's got to be able to play. I'm confident, with Jeff's connections. I'm excited about the Detroit market back here. When I played, we had a lot of players from Flint, we had a lot of players from Detroit, and I know Jeff has connections in that area, so I'm excited about that opportunity as well. And then TJ's got connections everywhere in the world, and he's gonna go out and help get players. And I know we've got, I know we can't talk about it, but we've got our eye on Smiles right now.
Fred, there's been a retention problem here over the last few years. What can you do to close the door to make sure that doesn't continue?
Well, I think first of all, you need to let these guys know exactly what's expected of them. I think the fact that I have NBA experience, I look at the coaches in this league who get a lot of great players. I look at Rick Pitino, John Calipari, Leonard Hamilton, who had some NBA experience, Juan Kruger, Tim Floyd. They get those McDonald's All-American players, and they have ties to the NBA. I have every general manager on speed dial on my cell phone. That's going to be very good recruiting. Yeah, I will return their calls, yes. So yeah, that will greatly benefit me. But I think if you let these guys know exactly what's expected of them and lay out the plan, then they'll be on board.
Fred, as I recall, you had a written agreement with Coach Orr, he'd be your coach, he bailed out on you, I think, a year ago. You let him off the hook. But can you talk about what Coach Orr meant to your career and kind of, he brought you up magic, and that's what you're trying to do for him?
Yeah, Coach Orr is the best. To have an opportunity to play for him after watching what he did for this program, to put Iowa State on the map like he did, to be a ball boy, watch him come out. I remember when I was visiting Arizona on my recruiting visit, Lute Olson said, one thing I don't miss is going back to Hilton Coliseum and watching Johnny Orr walk out with that night shift. I couldn't stand that. And, to watch that as a ball boy, to watch that growing up, I used to walk to the arena and, he'd walk by me and rub my head. And, the fact that he offered me a scholarship and came out, he watched me play maybe my best game of all time. I had 51 points in a sub-state game against Indianola. My parents didn't even make it down, it was snowing so bad. But Johnny got there early enough, and he said that's what I needed to see. You're going to come in, you're going to play for me. And, it was a great fit, I thought, to play for Coach Orr, a guy that I idolized and watched growing up. And, I will utilize a lot of the things that he taught me.
Luke Barrett from the Associated Press. First of all, congratulations. What specifically is your plan for getting this program back into the top half of the Big 12?
Well, we need to. The first thing is we need to get the proper players in here to make that happen. I think there is a lot of them. I like these guys that are sitting over here. I think there's a lot of things that they can do out there in the basketball court that I'm going to utilize. If Deontay Garrett is faster than the guy guarding, I'm going to give the ball to Deontay Garrett, space out the floor, and say, go get us a basket, go make a play for us. Okay? If we got James Van Der Beeken out there and he's on the block, he's got a 6'4" kid guarding, we're going to throw him the ball. We're going to get him the ball in the post. And if he scores, guess what? We're going to do it again. And we're going to keep doing it. All these guys have strengths. They have, I hope not too many, but they also have weaknesses. And we need to just put these guys in the best possible position to succeed on the basketball court. And that's going to be my job. That's what I'm going to have to do. My job this weekend, I'm going to go back and watch a lot of film. We talked, TJ and I called all the recruits last night, or talked to all the signees, and talked to them. TJ kind of gave me a briefing on who they're all about. I know I can't work with these guys until they get back here, until a certain date. But I talked to them about what I expect of them, and they seem excited about the opportunity to come in here and play. Some of these guys, have a little bit of a weakness shooting. Corey Brewer was a guy that I worked with the last couple of years out of Florida. Corey did everything in Florida. He was the glue of those national championship teams. The one thing he wasn't was a consistent outside shooter. Last year, he made a three-pointer in 33 straight NBA games. I don't think anybody would have ever said that Corey Brewer would do that. And that was a franchise record. That's Wally Zerbiak, that's Latrell Sprewell, that's Troy Hudson. I mean, he hit a three-pointer in 33 straight games. And, that's technique, that's working on it. I'm going to expect a lot out of these guys. They're going to have to do a lot of individual work to get their shots in order, to get their games in order, where they can go out and compete on the Big 12 level on a nightly basis.
Any more questions? Thank you very much, Fred. Welcome back home.
Thank you.
Thank you for your attention.